understood that what type of mess had already been created by Uncle Podger. So much time had been spent in searching the handkerchief. Then when the handkerchief was found or the coat was found, everyone was helping. He would lose the nail, he would lose the hammer, and then when everything was ready, they could not find the mark on the wall where the nail was to be going in. So it was totally a chaos. Now, and he wanted to reach a very critical point from the chair. He could not reach and he fell down. And Aunt Maria said that she would not allow the children to stand round and hear such languages. So Aunt Maria, who was there, she became very angry because Uncle Podger was uttering very bad languages while doing the work. And as a mother, she felt responsible and she said what? That she would not allow the children to stay there and to hear such bad words which were being uttered by Uncle Podger at the time of work. At last, Uncle Podger would get the spot fixed again and put the point of the nail on it and with his left hand and take the hammer on his right hand. So at last the point was fixed and Uncle Podger took the nail in one hand and the hammer with the nail with his left hand and the hammer with his right hand. Now with the first blow he would smash his thumb and drop the hammer with a yell on somebody's toes. So at the first place what would happen? He would just blow the hammer on the nail, but he was just holding the nail with his thumb, and what happened? The hammer would smash his thumb. Now it was rather painful for him. So as a matter of fact, when his hand was hurt or when his thumb was hurt, he had dropped the hammer, and the hammer also fell on what? Somebody's toes. And because there were so many people helping him and somebody was standing down, and as a matter of fact it just fell on the toes of somebody. Aunt Maria would mildly observe the next time Uncle Podger was going to hammer the nail into the wall, she hoped he would let her know in time so that she could make arrangements to go and spend the week with her mother while it was being done. So Aunt Maria would mildly observe. He mildly observed what? That next time when Uncle Podger was going to use the hammer and the nail into the wall, she hoped he would let her know in time. He hoped what? That she would let her know in time, and means she should be informed earlier so that she could make arrangements of leaving that particular place and to go to her mother's house, so that she could make arrangements to go and spend a week with her mother while it was be done. So she would make the arrangement, she would spend a week with her mother, and in the meantime Uncle Podger would complete his work. And if she did not want to stay there because it was very troublesome to stay there with him. Oh, you woman, you make such a fuss over everything. Now what was the point of view of Uncle Podger? Uncle Podger thought that women were the cause of fuss. Means all type of things, all type of problems were created by women only. This was rather an unacceptable comment because every trouble was created by him only. Uncle Podger would reply, picking himself up, why? I like doing a little job of this sort. Now then Uncle Podger would stand up, he would just gather himself, he was making himself ready, and he would say that why he had liked doing a little job of this sort. Well, of that sort, means because it was a very little job and he did a mess, he created a commotion, he created a problem. Still he was thinking that it was a great job he had done. And then he would have another try, and it at the second blow, the nail would go clean through the plaster and half the hammer after it. And Uncle Podger be precipitated against the wall with a force nearly sufficient to flatten his nose. So what happened? And then he would have another try. He would attempt for the second time. And at the second blow, what happened? That he had hit it so hard, the nail would go right through the plaster of the wall. So a big hole had been created and the nail had got halfway through the plaster. And half the hammer was after it. Half the hammer was after the nail. And what happened? Uncle Podger be precipitated. Now what happened? Uncle Podger, in a force, when the nail went in, hammer went in, naturally in a force, Uncle Podger also struck the wall. And it seemed that when he hit the wall, his nose was nearly, means the force was nearly sufficient to flatten his nose. Now, he struck the wall with his face as the nail and the hammer got inside. As a result, his face hit the wall and it seemed that it was sufficient to flatten his nose. Then he had to find the rule and the string again. Then he would try to find the rule and the string again, and a new hole was made, and about midnight the picture would be hung up very crooked and insecure. So then he had to measure all the things, string again, and a new hole was made, and about midnight the picture was hung. Though the picture was hung, it was very crooked, means it was not in position, it was not hung straight in a very decent position. But what happened? At about midnight it was insecure, means it may fall at any time. This was the problem there. And the wall for years round, looking as if it had been smoothed down with a rake, and everybody dead beat and wretched except Uncle Podger. So everybody, the wall for years, means wall had been, so many walls had been made on the wall, and it seemed that some type of tooth, a kind of instrument or a rake had been used on the wall to smooth it down. And what was happened as a result? One could see so many holes on the wall. So it was really a very much troublesome, or a very much ugly scene to look at the wall. The wall had been damaged in such a way. So, and everybody dead beat and wretched except Uncle Podger. So everybody was tired, absolutely tired, miserable except Uncle Podger. There you are, he would say, stepped heavily off the chair onto the charwoman's corns, and serving the maize he had made with evident pride. Now then he would come down from the chair, and he would, the charwoman means the woman who usually brings coal for the house, he would be, she had placed some corns to be dried up, and Uncle Podger would get up from the chair, he would place his legs on the corn and created a maze. And serving the maze, he looked at the maze, he could understand he had already again made a maze. And then he was showing his evident pride. He would say with evident pride, he was very proud, and he declared why some people would have had a man in to do a little thing like that. So why people required a man like him? A man like him to just the man like him to place the to do a little thing of hanging a picture. So you can understand from the story that it is a very entertaining and amusing story, and the funny character of Uncle Podger really entertains you much, and it is just a simple hanging of picture, but it created a great troublesome job for everyone.